Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Tonight, vaccine conundrum. Should you visit those who have received the shot? That answer and more frequently asked questions. Plus, speaking out, we're hearing from those closest to the person fatally shot during a shooting rampage this week in south central Minnesota. And later, embracing the cold by being in it, the unique way a local business is taking on the bitter temperatures.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us tonight. Should I stay or should I go is the question many are asking themselves when deciding whether to visit a loved one during the pandemic. And now, a new question. What if that loved one is vaccinated? CBS3's John Cardinelli is getting answers tonight from a doctor and hearing from someone very happy to have recently gotten the shot.
You're going to be on television.
I am.
Delivering the mail up and down the halls of the Benedictine living community in Duluth is a daily routine for 92-year-old Julie Schwager and 66-year-old Curtis Jones.
We've gotten real close and we've gotten to know each other very, very well.
For the last year, the two have been friends, and recently they both received their COVID-19 vaccine.
It was very rewarding, and I felt, you know, maybe we're making headway here.
Visitation for those in assisted living communities has been very limited over the last year and is based entirely on the county's positivity rate and outbreaks in the building.
Every single week we evaluate both of those circumstances and then define what our visitation status is for the week.
What are you delivering?
That's Barb Westberg, executive director at Benedictine. She says the building is currently allowing general indoor visitation, but with nearly 250 residents approaching full vaccination, no clear guidelines have come up from the CDC or health department on visitation.
We do know that just because our residents are now vaccinated, we're not going to be able to let up on the precautions that we've done.
Without new guidance on visiting loved ones who have been vaccinated, many are asking themselves what to do.
There's not a clear, easy answer that once you've been vaccinated, you're good to go. Because some people will still become ill even though they're fully vaccinated.
Dr. Thompson, an infectious disease doctor at St. Luke's, says while vaccines are proven to be very effective, there are still important decisions to make.
If you want to visit a loved one who's been fully vaccinated, have you recently been exposed to someone who could have had COVID? Could you wear a mask? Could you do it in a well-ventilated space? I think all of those things need to be considered in order to reduce that risk.
Never ice fished in my life, and I don't plan on doing it.
For Julie Schwager, her daughter has decided it's best they talk over the phone for now, since she has not received her shot.
But as far as visiting, we're both very comfortable with what we're doing.
And for Curtis, his sister is waiting as well.
We got to get the all clear first, you know, and then when that happens, yeah, I think my sister and I we want to see each other really bad.
But the two won't be alone.
We chat quite a bit.
He chats quite a bit.
As friends have now become more like family.
Opened up a lot more than it.
Westberg says overall visitation has gone up since vaccination has started. Starting Friday, Minnesotans 65 and older will have a new option for getting vaccinated against COVID. Walmart and Sam's Club pharmacies will begin administering the vaccine in the Northland. Appointments can be made for the stores in Cloquet, Grand Rapids, Hermantown, Hibbing, and Mountain Iron. You can make an appointment online. They plan to offer appointments 7 days a week and will open up more slots as they receive more doses. We do have a link on our website, and by the way, Wisconsin and Michigan stores are not taking part just yet. Let's head over to the weather with Dave. Dave, just another cold one out there. I don't know how else to say it anymore. It's just cold.
Yeah, now that we're in the middle of this long cold snap, it's the same old.
Yeah.
Same as it ever was,
Yep.
as they like to say. Well, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast in a little bit. First, we look at the short-term forecast, which says tonight another wind chill advisory, so same as it ever was indeed. Wind chill factors 30 to 40 below, actual air temps 15 below by the lake to 30 below inland. Yeah, that high pressure's got a hold of us once again, but tomorrow's excitement, as I've been saying all day, is a little trough of lower pressure that'll work up and over that high pressure dome and kick out some clouds and a slight chance for a little light dusting of snow. And then it's back towards the cold side and the clear side and the sunny side. But tonight it's partly cloudy. Tomorrow will be partly sunny as that trough does its thing up aloft 20 below the start in the Twin Ports tomorrow. Daytime finish 4 below. But once we finish the weekend, we can start hoping for daytime highs above 0. We'll show you that timeline in more detail in just a bit.
Thanks, Dave. COVID vaccination clinics are appearing more and more here in the Northland, but not without some challenges. That includes a large demand and little supply of the vaccine around the country. CBS 3's Emma Quinn spoke with officials at Medical Memorial Center in Ashland about how it's impacting their vaccination progress.
It's been over a year. I live alone. So it's been over a year since I've had a hug.
A glimmer of hope for some Ashland County residents, like 71-year-old Catherine Lang, who got a COVID-19 vaccine last week at Memorial Medical Center's vaccine clinic.
Oh, it's a relief. I mean, I was getting worried that I wouldn't get a shot.
With the help of community partners, the clinic has been running every Wednesday since January 27th for residents 65 and older.
They used the field house at Ashland High School, so they donated the space to us, and we were able to move hundreds of patients through there very efficiently.
While 600 patients have been vaccinated so far, that progress is now stalled as the state didn't send any vaccines this week, so the clinic had to be put on hold.
Every week, each county gets an allotment of vaccine, and as we know, the demand for vaccine is much higher than what's actually available from the resources coming into the state.
While postponing this week's clinic will set them back. Luckily, no patients had to cancel any appointments. Clinic staff don't book appointments until they know how many vaccines they'll get.
We'll find out how many we have next week, and if it's 200 or if it's 600, the folks have the system in place to immediately begin calling patients and get them booked in for later that week.
But hospital officials say it is a disappointing roadblock in getting their community vaccinated.
Oh, I mean, I think everybody would like to see things moving faster, but we understand that the supplies are limited.
Several community partners are involved in these vaccine clinics, including Ashland, Iron, and Bayfield counties. The Duluth School District says more of its students are failing, and they're blaming it on the pandemic and the changing learning models. Denfeld principal Tom Tuscan says they don't have specific numbers just yet, but failure rates are significantly higher this year. That's measured a bit differently this year. The district is not giving out Fs during the pandemic. Instead, students who fall below a 60% in any class will not get any credit. Now, teachers are meeting with students individually, exploring ways to bump up their grades.
Thinking about how are we going to help our seniors and upperclassmen get to a point where they're graduating is really one of our next important steps. But we really are focused on making sure that we're helping all of our students.
Superintendent Magus also says parents can help out, starting with talking with their child about how they're doing in school. We're hearing from the best friend of the woman who was killed in the Buffalo Clinic shooting this week. Lindsay Overbay was a medical assistant at Alina Clinic in Buffalo. The 37-year-old leaves behind a husband and 2 young children and a legacy of love. Here's Susan Elizabeth Littlefield.
As chaos unfolded Tuesday, this public tragedy became personal for Naya, who got a text from a friend.
There was a screenshot of there was a shooting, and she's like, "Doesn't Lindsay work there?" And I was like, "Yes, this is crazy." So I texted Lindsay, and I said, "Are you okay?" And she never responded, which is not like her, because her and I speak almost every day, and she responds very quickly.
Turns out these best friends who met while in school in St. Cloud had shared their last conversation. Lindsay Overbay, who had devoted her life to healing others, was hurt and would not survive. Police say a disgruntled patient shot her and 4 others.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand what this person was. I don't understand. She just went to work.
Naya says Lindsay loved her job, and she loved her time at home.
She was a great mother, a great daughter. She was a great friend. Her passing is going to affect so many people. But I want everyone to know, though, like, she's very loved. She's a loving person. She cared about everybody.
The kids spent last night with Naya. Now she and Lindsay's family will work hard to help those beloved children in honor of the woman who helped so many others.
It's just really important that these kids are taken care of. They got a long road ahead of them.
Naya says Lindsay's kids are now back with their father. The big hope is that more people will donate to the GoFundMe. She says every penny will go to those children.
And we do have the link to that GoFundMe on our website. 4 others were injured in yesterday's shooting. And by the way, the alleged shooter is due back in court tomorrow on murder and attempted murder charges. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, many Northlanders embrace the cold winter temps. However, a new way to chill out can be found in Canal Park. Details next.
Record high temp today, 45 degrees from 1977. Wouldn't that be something? Well, maybe in a couple months we'll get there, but not this week. Maybe next week we could go back above zero, though, for our daytime highs. We'll talk about the progress of a slow warm-up coming our way right after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
Everything is on sale, plus 0% interest financing until 2024 during the President's Day sale at Home Furniture. This 2-piece sectional is now just $9.99 and free shipping when you spend $4.99 or more. The President's Day sale at Home Furniture.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. Plus, subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Have you guys tried the brain freeze?
No, brain freeze sounds disgusting.
It sounds like sour gummy worms.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. You guys have to try it.
What about dragon's blood?
I feel like that'd be like a chance.
You just missed the tobacco industry's latest scam.
Have you guys tried the...
Because you were supposed to. Tobacco companies use tempting flavors to hook kids on nicotine. Unfortunately, it's working.
Do you want some?
Sure. See what you've been missing at missingitmn.org.
This school year and the last have been unreal. So thanks, moms and dads, for sharing your precious bandwidth with our class. We will get through this. But in the meantime, our educators are grateful for everything you do.
This school year and the last have been unreal. So thanks, students, for introducing us to your study buddies. We'll get through this. But in the meantime, our educators are grateful for your perseverance.
Progressive rug sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to $500 off sale prices on any rug, $199 or more. Every shape, size, pattern, and color on sale now. Up to 46% off regular prices. The Progressive Rug Sale at Homeworld Rugs.
Local news and local weather here on CBS 3.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Another day in the cold snap. This morning's low temps went as cold as 36 below in Silver Bay. Now today's highs, nothing really to brag about either. We topped out at 6 below in Orr, 5 below Hibbing and International Falls. Made it to 5 above near Grand Marais, right by the lake. 5 above also for Solon Springs. So pretty chilly in Minnesota, a little bit better in Wisconsin and the UP today. Frankly, I don't know if Wisconsin and the UP will be quite as warm tomorrow. It's going to be another cold one with a wind chill advisory for everybody. Tonight, overnight low temps 15 to 30 below. The wind chill factor on top, of course, and then tomorrow's daytime highs below zero again, at least for Minnesotans. Current conditions at the airport in Duluth, 11 below at the airport. 55% for the relative humidity. West-northwest wind, 8 miles per hour with the range going towards 15, which means that wind chill advisory, indeed, could affect your skin if you don't remember to bundle up. 30.53 inches of mercury, that's the barometric pressure here at the surface. But tomorrow, a small trough of lower pressure will valiantly try to get up and over that surface high and deliver us some clouds and maybe a dusting of snow. Current temperatures getting pretty brisk all right, down to 23 below in Watersmeet, 13 below in Ironwood, 15 below for Hayward, and 10 below in Superior, 13 to 15 below in east central Minnesota, 24 below already Silver Bay. Iron Range numbers fairly warm towards Eveleth and Gilbert at 13 below, but it's probably going to get towards 25, 30 below in that neck of the woods as well. And now we factor in the winds, of course. It already feels like 31 below International Falls, 28 below in Hermantown, 27 degrees below zero towards Ironwood. Another night to bundle up, please. And frankly, several more nights will be like that, too, before we finally warm up a hair by Monday. Doppler map right now. We've got a northwest wind setting up to try to create some lake effect snow showers along the south shore, but that'll be aided tomorrow by that trough of lower pressure I've been talking about working up aloft over the shadow of the high that's kept us so clear and cold lately. The result will be a 20% chance for flurries tomorrow afternoon and evening, adding up to maybe a ½ inch. Then clear and cold and sunny again on Friday, cold through the weekend, but Monday, that's when we could perk up towards 5 above or so. So let's get a look at the forecast here. Tonight in Minnesota, air temps 15 to 30 below, partly cloudy sky. Wisconsin, Michigan numbers about 15 to 20 below, partly cloudy sky there too. For tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan daytime highs about 3 below to 1 above rather than the 0 to 6 or so we saw today. 20% flurry chance. Minnesotans get that chance as well, with high temps as cool as 7 below towards Ely and Tower Sedan, as warm as 0 by the lake. Eyeing up the forecast for the next 7 days. It stays cold and relatively clear after tomorrow's light snow chance through Sunday. Then still sunny Monday and Tuesday, but 5 on Monday. Becomes 10 on Tuesday and goes to 15 above by Wednesday. Even though that'll still be colder than normal, we're going to call that a big victory as far as the temps go.
I second that. Thanks, Dave. Well, there's no sugarcoating it. The pandemic has been stressful. And with this cold weather added to the mix, it can be difficult for people to find ways to relax. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo shares how one Duluth company is helping people unwind through a new icy experience.
Enjoying the cold by cooling down. Next to its traditional wood-fire sauna in Canal Park, Cedar and Stone Nordic Sauna built another.
Well, it's fairly cold outside, and I love embracing winter. I think some people who live in these northern climates, they are frustrated by the cold, and I've always wanted to sort of lean into it, bundle up, and then say, now let's go experience it.
The ice sauna is a lower temperature, more humid space that cools the body after a traditional sauna session. Founder Justin Juntanen and his team harvested each of the 200-pound ice blocks from a local lake, building the structure in just 5 days.
We were like kids building the coolest ice fort we'd ever got to build. You know, I mean, it was just a joy, and the whole week was smiles on our faces and like excited about how beautiful the ice was.
This ice sauna is inspired by ones in northern Finland, Norway, and Sweden. Growing up in a Finnish family, Juntanen is using this project to tap into his heritage by helping people relax.
And we said, we could do that here. We could bring this really unique experience and this really beautiful experience that people maybe have never heard about or seen, and we could bring it to Duluth in a really wonderful way.
Juntanen wants people to experience quality sauna and sees the opportunity winter provides.
There is a level of beauty that you get to experience in the winter through cold and through stillness and through things like ice that you don't get to see any other time of year.
They're not sure how long this weather will keep the ice blocks from melting, but it's here to enjoy as long as it lasts.
The ice sauna opens to the public on Monday. Sessions are private, and they do sanitize between each group. If you want to experience it for yourself, we have a link on our website, cbs3duluth.com. Still to come, after a scary ice rescue on Lake Superior this week, some tips on how to make sure hard water is safe for you.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Real encounters with God are life-changing. Join us Sundays at 11:30 for The Message of Good Hope and learn how you can reach your highest potential through a relationship with Christ. only on the Duluth CW.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
President's Day deals are on. Right now, lease a new 2021 Sienna for $309 a month. Hurry in today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Your students, your patients, your customers, your family. You've got a lot of people relying on you. And that's why you trust Mediacom. With 99.99% proven network reliability, Mediacom keeps your home and business running. We know when your internet works, your life works. So we work around the clock to ensure you get the most reliable connection possible.
When facing a major healthcare decision, it's wise to seek a second opinion from a team of established experts. Financial decisions deserve the same level of care and expertise. At MPPL Financial, we develop your plan by assembling a personalized team that includes experts in multiple disciplines. So the result is a coordinated care plan that covers all areas of your financial life. Your outcome depends on the quality of care you receive. Call today to set up your free second opinion consultation or visit MPPLFinancial.com.
This is one of the biggest furniture events of the year, the President's Sale at Slumberland. Come on. Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around on all sorts of furniture. And right now at our President's Sale, everything is an additional 25% off our already low price.
This is totally you.
Oh. Yeah, this is the winner. Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland.
We're in your neighborhood with news that matters to you.
For the Christmas weekend has come and gone.
A 6-month search has ended in Ashland, and folks
accepted a proposal to turn the broke-down palace building
for 2021 was set at 17. Join us weeknights. We're live at 5 as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Northwest Outlet is your warm clothing headquarters of the Northland. Superior.
Questions about the COVID-19 vaccine? Now there's an information center to provide the details you need. Get local vaccine information and the latest from the CDC, all at CBS3Duluth.com. When it matters most, turn to live, local CBS3.
It was a rescue crews are not hoping to repeat anytime soon. More than 24 fishermen were stranded on ice yesterday that was floating out into Lake Superior. Today, CBS 3's Natalie Grant spoke to the rescue teams about how the situation could have been avoided.
Ice fishing on the Great Lake is a winter tradition for many in the Northland. Tuesday, a group of anglers learned just how quickly a day on the ice can become dangerous.
It's all about the wind, and yesterday was a prime example of why.
A prime example the fishermen could have avoided by a quick check of the winds.
If winds are coming from over the hill, which is west and southwest, that ice is going to blow out when it breaks off. It's going to break off, and when it does, you're going to go for a ride.
Thankfully, everyone made it off the lake safely, but crews from Duluth Fire and St. Louis County want everyone to learn from this group's mistakes.
It's a good idea to have some sort of a lead line or something in the water so that if the ice does start to move and that line moves a little bit, you have a heads up to get off the ice or to do what you can to get off the ice.
A heads up that could not only save your life, but your expensive equipment.
You know, the good news is the local resources went and saved them. But local resources can't save your ATV or your ice house or your fishing gear, and you know, so, you know, I'm sure by now a lot of that stuff might very well be on the bottom of the lake.
In the end, small price to pay for surviving Lake Superior.
St. Louis County did not fine any of those involved because Lake Superior ice fishing, although risky, it's not criminal. Both teams urge all ice anglers to familiarize themselves with ideal wind conditions before heading out next time. Still ahead in sports, Division III college hockey highlights from around the region. Kelly's in next.
Local news and local weather here on CBS 3.
Honey, what are you doing?
Carpet's getting a little long. Tripping hazard.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Run! Who wants a brat?
Honey, just get in already.
It's okay to be a little overprotective.
Seriously?
After all, it's how we feel about our customers. Western National Insurance.
Greg ended up being a fantastic candidate for a partial knee replacement. We have the advantage here at Memorial Medical Center to use Corey, which is a robotic platform for doing knee replacement. In Greg's case, the system allows us to go in, we do a 3D mapping of his actual knee. Then we can do a simulated knee replacement where we can change the size of the components, the type of component that we're going to put in. We can change the position of the components in 0.5 millimeter increment and 0.5 degree. It gives us a level of input and information that we never had before.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive, what's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
It is the question that matters the most, that takes you behind the story.
It is a new day in America.
It drives everything we do. It is the foundation of trust and the truth that propels us forward.
What did you make of that?
It is the question. 1 word, 3 letters long. And without it, our purpose...
Don't forget this moment. Don't forget it.
And our freedom fade. This is why.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke. Tuesdays at 10 only on live local CBS3. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association.
Our schools provide so much more than just learning support.
The school year didn't start out the way that we wanted it to, but who's to say it won't be better at the end?
We need to slow the spread so our economy has a chance to recover.
So our kids can be in school and be on the ice.
And we can keep our friends and families safe. For our students and teachers.
For our essential workers.
For the people you love.
Thank you for doing your part. Go Hunters!
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
UW Superior men's hockey team opened up with a strong week last week with a pair of dominant wins over Northland College. Tonight, though, a much different test against a team that finished last season ranked in the top 5 in the nation, UW Eau Claire. A back-and-forth first period that had a blazing fast pace to it, but neither team could break through. Oscar Svensson with 14 saves in the first. The Blue Golds picked it up a step into the second, though. Adam Parcels fires one on net, and it somehow sneaks through, and Eau Claire goes up 1. They would get another a few minutes later. Jordan Kovacs to John Richards, 2-0 after 2. Jackets still unable to get their offense going. UWS doesn't get on the board until the third period. Arthur Teryekiv makes it a 1-goal game with just over 10 minutes to go. The Blue Golds hand the Jackets their first loss, though, 5-1 the final score. And elsewhere, Saints Classica got their first win of the season in St. Cloud tonight over a tough MIAC opponent. They win 3-1 over St. John's. And the season opener for the UW Superior women tonight. They were off last week when all the other WIAC teams started with Northland College in town. Lumberjills get the first power play of the game and take advantage. Karen Caveau goes short side. But with less than a minute to go in the period, UWS has a response from Tessa Jordy, who sets off the loudest goal horn in the actual universe. And that turned out to be all they needed to let loose an avalanche of scoring. Captain Amanda Sargent got her first goal of the season to open the second. UW Superior goes on to win their opener 7-1 the final. Well, not only did both the UMD men's and women's basketball teams pick up weekend sweeps over Minnesota Crookston, they picked up the sweep when it comes to the NSIC North Player of the Week award. Charlie Katona from the men's team and Brooke Olson from the women's team. Neil Viersma spoke with the duo to hear their thoughts on winning the award.
It took about 7 games, but UMD freshman Charlie Katona is starting to leave his mark. Katona averaged 24 points in the team's 2 games against Minnesota Crookston on February 5th and 6th, picking up his first NSIC North Player of the Week award in the process.
It's really a good accomplishment. I couldn't have done it without my team, though. Like, they were the ones feeding the ball, and I mean, when you get open, it's because of everyone else.
Someone who isn't surprised at Katona's breakout performance is his head coach, Justin Wick, who says simply he's put in the work.
I think he's one of the most talented guys on our team. Hasn't shot the ball, great to start the year, but he makes them in practice. He works out every day. He works just as hard as anybody else at it. So I got a ton of confidence in him. Joining
Katona as the NSIC North Division Player of the Week on the women's side is none other than UMD junior forward Brooke Olson. Like Katona, she gave credit to her teammates.
It just speaks to how much our team chemistry is coming together. With being undefeated, we're just getting better every single day, and it just kind of validates how much we've worked hard, how much time that we've put in during the off season.
She admits awards are nice, but this year it's all about the title.
I'm just super grateful that we get to play another week and keep trying to get a couple wins here and there, and then hopefully get our bid into the NSIC tournament.
The duo will be back in action this weekend when they take on Bemidji State. Both teams with only 2 series remaining this year. This weekend, the men's team is on the road for a series against Bemidji after downing Crookston. They close out the year against St. Cloud State on the road. The following weekend, the women's team is on the same trajectory, just flip-flop. They finish out the season with back-to-back series at home. And that's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Don't avoid care during COVID-19. Ask your doctor how to stay heart healthy.
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, playing football. My coach had reached out to me and told me that there was this great school here in Minnesota, Itasca Community College, and I started doing my research and talking to the school and see what I needed to do to apply and get in, and of course they helped me do that. It's a wonderful school. When I came here to visit, it automatically felt like home. I was just good with my surroundings, and it was fun and nice people. Itasca is the best place to start. It sets me up for great achievement in the future.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
We trusted Schwabel, Getson, Sieben from the start. They put my mom and dad at ease right away. They were very experienced, and I knew that we were going to be taken care of.
When I called Schwabel, Getson, Sieben, right from the get-go, I had a good feeling that I was important, we had a plan, and that the people I was dealing with knew exactly what to do and how to do it.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwabel, Getson, Sieben. Call or visit schwabel.com.
Winter's best deals are at your local Northland Ford dealer, where you can get up to $4,000 total cash on a new Ford Escape. Warm up behind the wheel of an Explorer with up to $5,000 total cash. Or start up a stylish Edge with up to $6,000 total cash. Save big today on a new Ford SUV featuring available heated front seats and the tech to start your engine right from your phone. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Attention oxygen therapy users.
I was on oxygen tanks, and I couldn't go anywhere, do much of anything. I didn't dare go far.
It's time to reclaim your independence with an Inogen 1 oxygen concentrator.
I got my life back. I really love my Inogen.
Inogen makes its own oxygen from the air around you, so you'll never worry about running out of oxygen again.
Do I think Inogen is worth the money? It's worth every single penny of it.
Call now for your free information kit.
Everything that happens on a day-to-day basis in terms of news, no matter what happens in news, weather is always constant, weather is always changing as well, so it's still an important role as the meteorologist to kind of still stay grounded and to kind of just know that role and what to take and kind of just make sure you're delivering what's the most important for your viewers, but then also I like to touch base on the national things. All of those news stories also tie in with weather stories because they do go kind of hand in hand.
Watch Jenna and Caitlin in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
All right, Dave, the only question to talk about when it comes to weather these days, how low are we going to go? How low is it going to get tonight? What do we get to talk about?
Well, I think our actual air temperature range tonight, again, will be about 15 below by the lake to 30 below inland. Tomorrow's excitement, as I've been saying all day, is a slight chance for a dusting of snow. Then it stays clearish and coolish all the way through Sunday, but a small warming trend does begin on Monday and could culminate in 15 above by next Wednesday.
Looking forward to that. Thanks for joining us tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening.